What an interesting World Cup. I mean, looking at yesterday's Brazil versus Belgium game, this is certainly an unpredictable World Cup. England right now leading 1-0. What can you tell us about the jubilation of the England fans across the streets of central London?
Do you know, I think it is the jubilation of the England fans which has really bolstered the team. I am outside a pub, and I have to say that obviously on a usual Saturday this area would be packed, but as you can see it's pretty empty. Everyone is inside watching the match. They are jam-packed in there, and you can actually find out what's going on in the match by standing outside and hearing the gasps and the roars every time something happens. So yes, I mean, a huge cheer when Harry Maguire scored that goal in the 30th minute. And people keep chanting, it's coming home. They're really hopeful, of course, because as you mentioned, there have been so many upsets in this World Cup. They're really hopeful that against the odds, England could perhaps go all the way. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Obviously, what we're really looking forward to is a place in the semi-finals. That would be on Wednesday, and they won't know who they will be competing against. But at half-time, of course, it's too soon just to assume that they've won the match, because Sweden is a very good team. They're a very defensive team, and while this started a little bit anxiously, both sides were a little bit timid. Right now, you know, the Sweden are a strong team, so nobody's taking anything for granted.
All right, and Catherine, look, I can see an array of people behind you. The ones that are behind you are just going about their business, but do tell us, I mean, what is the sentiment from the fans there? Do they have a renewed sense of hope now for England to possibly be there in the semi-finals?
I have to say they're not going about their business. They're just getting a little bit of sunshine, which, as you know, we don't get too much of in the UK. They're getting a little bit of sunshine, getting a thirst break, a comfort break before they go in for the second half. I have to say, this area, it's interesting, this area, we are halfway between the Emirates Stadium and Tottenham Hotspur, and usually there is huge rivalry in this area between Arsenal and Spurs. Spurs, of course, 3 players in the team, including Harry Kane. So this area is of particular interest, are particularly interested in football, and usually, as I said, this would be such a manic area, but right now everyone's enjoying the football. I was hoping actually that some people would come out and join me, but it seems like I can't. They're not joining me at the moment, which is a real shame. But yes, as you said, they really do have their hopes up that possibly this could be the year. People obviously, though, cautious because they've had their hopes up before about the England team.
All right, well, Catherine, while the people are just getting up, loading up on their drinks during halftime, let's talk about that. I mean, we've seen that the Swedish defense is quite, it's very impressive compared to the England teams. Well, the England team has remained unchanged. This is the team that they went in right from the start, and it looks like this is the team that's going to finish the World Cup for them. Any sentiments from the coach for us?
That's right. The team, Gareth Southgate has gone with his original lineup, and I think people are very happy about that. We saw the B team against Belgium when the match didn't really matter, but now, of course, all of these matches matter at this knockout stage, and so people are very keen to see that lineup. I have to say, I think that goal in the first half will really have given the England team and all the supporters heart, because they knew that this was going to be a really tough match. Sweden are known for their upsets. They have qualified ahead of Germany. They beat South Korea. They beat Mexico as well. They are known to be very strong defensively. And now I have a few people actually who are going to join me here. I've got a few keen fans. I told you this was a big... come in, boys, come in. I told you this was a big football area, didn't I? And I've got a few people who've been watching the match. Let me go to Andrew first. Andrew, I think you've just got to move in a little bit. There we go. So Andrew is a keen... You're a keen Arsenal fan, and you obviously enjoy your football. How would you assess this match so far? You must have been pleased with that goal.
Very pleased. I think the game started off very cagey. First 15-20 minutes. England grew in confidence, and after the goal, it's only one team in the game at the moment. One team. It should be 2-0. one team in the game.
Yeah, there were a couple of close bits, weren't there, in that first half? I could hear it from outside.
It was close, but close for England because the Sweden never really had any clear-cut chances. It's been England all the way.
Yeah. We do know that Sweden are good. Let me ask you, Matt. We do know that Sweden are good for their defence, don't they? But how would you rate their performance today?
Yeah, I think they're playing a really high line, so they're actually kind of coming up high line, and I think they're trying to catch England out on that regard there. I think Raheem Sterling's been playing the offside trap really well against them, so yeah, I think he's probably due another goal.
And what's the mood in the pub there, Matt? You've been inside, haven't you?
Yeah, mood is good. Everyone's drinking, everyone's happy there. I think yeah, we ruined our missed opportunities, but hoping for a good second half.
Yeah. Okay. Now I've got a couple of younger fans here. Let me just bring them in. This is Alejandro and this is Ted. Let me just line them up for you. These could be in the World Cup next time. I'm not sure. And let me ask you boys, what do you think of the game so far, Alejandro?
It's been very interesting.
Yeah. Who's your favourite player in this?
Tripper.
Tripper, right. Okay, Tripper. Ted, what about you?
My favourite player so far is Harry Kane.
Yeah.
He
might win the Golden Boot, mightn't he?
Yeah, he might.
Fingers crossed.
It's fingers crossed.
Okay, so look, we got...
I was dreaming that England will win last night by talking in my sleep and saying, it's 1-0 to England!
I can actually confirm that because this young man may indeed be related to me. But anyway, so these boys are saying they think it's... No, what do you think the final score's going to be, boys?
3-0.
3-0. 3-0 from Alejandro. Ted?
2-1.
2-1. Okay, so you hear it here, live from North London. Back to you.
Thank you so much to Catherine Drew there with some very informed and impressive young fans. She is talking to us from central London. And of course, everybody's watching that match that has just gone to half-time. It is England versus Sweden. It is time now to take a quick ad break.